When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Aggies offense will take the field first. Looking for a man. It's Koch. Got his man in the middle.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to throw on third. And the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give. Oh, better look out. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. Sprinting away, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield, it's Koch. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Here comes the heat. Turning it on. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Running free. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Looking for the time with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The toss sweep to the right. He's in open space downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Got the first down and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. They'll give it to the back. Past the 45. Right down the gut of the field. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the right. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job at his decision-making.
Inside the 25. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Koch. He's got an open man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Eastline set just inside the right upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First down half of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Toss sweep to the right. Running into the open space. Finds some room. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They go to the ground. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Koch. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Rides to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and Penn State has had so many great backs. This guy fits right in.
Fits right in. Just big, physical guys. They give him the ball. You know exactly what you're going to get. They can make some plays, and they build their team around the running back spot.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Hands it off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's complete. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. Brings into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Koch. Oh, they're after him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The quick out.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. Across the 45. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Koch. It's complete to the right. The offense will quickly use a timeout. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have it.
He'll take a shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got a little space. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snap from the gun on third down. Time to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Powers through the defender. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harper. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to the right. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Dallas. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his feet. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front. At that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
The Nittany Lions will try to move the chains on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Creates a little room. And they're able to get him on the ground.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. On target to the left. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
This running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the team.
And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Well, this one had all